I was just always a daddy's girl. I just adored my dad. 5 years ago, he died. That kind of informed my decision to have Naomi have more time with her dad. I had a conversation with her father to see if he was okay with Naomi going to Ghana, and he said okay. So I sent Naomi with my mom to Ghana to live with her and to start school, just so I can see how, everything was going to be before the big move. Well, I enrolled her in private school, and this was a school that I knew growing up, but my family could not afford. So it was a pleasure just being able to give her that great education. July of 2024, when Naomi returned, he informed me that he had moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and he would wanted Naomi to visit. So I agreed. He had communication with me. He told me Naomi was thriving, everything was going well. And then the day before Naomi returned, he stopped taking my calls. After speaking with Naomi's dad, I was furious. He not only wanted to have more time, but he wanted to keep Naomi, and I didn't know what to do. But as a social worker, I'd work in the family court. So I knew where that was, and I thought maybe if I go there, I can get assistance. I informed the judge Naomi had just returned from Ghana on July 1st, 2024. And the judge immediately paused and said, there is nothing they can do because Naomi had not been in New York for 6 months, and New York does not have jurisdiction over her. No state has. I was crying because I didn't know what to do. I was helpless at that time. Just before the judge ended, she said, Juliet, there's a card in front of you. I want you to pick that card, and I want you to call the Family Legal Care to see if there's anything they can do to help. I called Family Legal Care, and a young lady picked up, asked me a few questions, and 24 hours later, Tyler called. He's an attorney with Family Legal Care. He introduced himself and asked me a lot of questions and said, Juliet, I have a few options for you. I spoke with the attorney, and she said, Juliet, you have to be in Atlanta, Georgia right away. You have to make sure to go to the police station and inquire if a sheriff can escort you to the home. You cannot go to that home by yourself. So within 30 minutes, I was on the phone with Delta Airlines, my husband and I, and we flew to Atlanta. The sheriff arrived to the home immediately after the phone call and inquired if I had any identification or proof that Naomi was my daughter. And I did. So I provided every information that I had to the sheriff. We knocked on the door, and there was no answer. Naomi's father was not home. I got on a call with Naomi and asked if she was home. Hearing my voice and saying I was there, Naomi quickly ran out of the house and screaming, Mommy, 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 I miss you. You're here to take me home, Mommy, and crying. The officer pulled Naomi to the side and had conversations with her and immediately released Naomi to me. And Tyler came through again. He downloaded a few forms and filled it out and said, Juliet, I need you to sign, and we're going to submit this to court to fight it. And we got on the court, and the judge asked a few questions and said, Mr. Opone, you have to pay child support. Naomi is doing great. She's always lived with me, my mom, and the girls. The situation that happened kind of triggered her to have more anxiety and sleepless nights. So it's my job now every day to tell Naomi that everything is going to be here, to assure her that we're safe and we're sound. I've been a social worker for over 20 years, and there is what's on paper for you to do, and there's when people go above and beyond. And that's what Tyler did. And I hope I can meet him one day and give him a hug.